Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I started this message because it was something that I was praying about it, and like I started thinking about what I'm building for God and like what I'm putting my efforts towards, and I don't know. It kind of just I don't know. It's not any guilt or anything like that, but just like it kind of challenges me to think through what I'm doing and why. And as I was praying today. And actually, I was praying about it yesterday, too, and it was really on my heart yesterday. So that's why I told you. I think I know what I'm going to talk about, but I'm not for sure.
It's fine, I don't hold it against you.
But by the way, as a preview, yeah, she did. Next week, we are Pastor Kim is going to come in here, and she's going to bring a PowerPoint presentation and show us how to go through a budget. You'll all have a handout and things like that. And she will also, if you want, she will email you a blank budget, so you can fill in.
Will she do my taxes for me?
She doesn't even do her own taxes, so I doubt it.
TurboTax does mine.
Yeah. So anyway, so I was thinking about this, and like, out of all the gifts that God has given me, just like both me as a person and also like the life that I get to live, I was sitting here thinking like I want to do so much, on my end. Like I want to build something for God that is, brings glory to Him. Okay, so each of us has something special about us, a gift, a talent, something that is unique to us. For me, I wrote down one that I wanted to tell you guys. I'm really good at connecting with people. And I'm good at it, but I also love it very much. I love connecting to people. So I want each of you to tell me one thing about yourself that is unique to you. Why? Well,
Can we start on the opposite end?
well, whoever's got something to say it.
Yeah.
I can list some things if you guys want, but I would rather...
No, we gotta tell you. We gotta,
Yeah.
Let me think.
Think, and let me know.
What is something I can do that none of you can do?
Well, not just...
I can dodge a blue shell in Mario Kart. What? I'm
You
practically immortal. I know.
You're
Done
gonna
it
show me how to
twice.
do that.
Can you stop
You're
with
gonna
that?
show me how to do that.
But like,
It's been going on for 2 weeks. I'm done.
I know.
It's so good.
It's all right.
It's not.
As soon as everyone else sees it, then the conversation will be over because
It'll be done.
at the moment, no one really believes it happened.
I don't care enough anymore. Like, I was proud of him the first time, but like now he's just bragging.
Yeah, no. You learn the secret of the universe.
I
So,
did. I figured it out.
Sorry.
what do you guys think? What is your talent? What's your gift that God gave you?
Well,
I think I'm super calm
Got the
and
chill.
collected. I think through things before I do anything.
I have never
That's
seen you
good.
panic.
That's good, because I don't do that.
Okay.
No, I'm serious.
What else?
I can pretty much get along with anybody.
Well, and also you have a superpower.
I have a superpower?
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, I can get anybody to chant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? I mean, everyone's gonna have a turn, so you might as well, if you have something in mind,
Yeah.
say
No.
it.
I'm trying to.
I'm just really talking to these two because they're already thinking what they're gonna say and they're just not saying it yet. I don't
Oh
know.
my goodness, how'd you know?
That's Derek's
Was that the
superpower.
same with you?
He knows
You're not
everything.
going to say what you don't want to say?
Go ahead, Emma. Come on.
Does it have to be a personality thing?
No,
or like-
just something unique to you. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I have this thing called chromesthesia, and it's whenever I hear music, it's a color.
What? That's
That's so cool.
Synesthesia?
It's a type of synesthesia.
It's a thing. It is a
I
thing.
thought it was called synesthesia.
It's kind of like babies.
Oh
are the
my
same
gosh,
way.
you're a
It's
real
like-
life hero.
Dude, that's
Like
amazing.
from Heroes.
That's
I did
really
not
cool.
know that.
There was a person in Heroes that was deaf that saw music. You guys remember that?
Yeah, it's a thing.
I didn't watch
It's
that
an
shit.
actual thing though. Like it's mostly
That's
common in
crazy.
babies
Dude,
though.
I've
Emma, why did you tell me
I've
that?
I'm blown away right now.
never
I want
known
you-
somebody.
It's
That's
real.
crazy. What did you hear when, or what did you like when? you were
What
saying-
colors? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just like gray and blue and like.
What?
Like
So-
You can hear it just fine, but you also see it?
it's like when you think about a memory, it's
It's-
like
she-
colors.
It's
I
like
like
when
the
something has a
pattern.
personality, but it doesn't actually have a personality, like that lamp. When you imagine like what that lamp's personality is, when she imagines a color, she pictures when she listens.
She's like,
I get it. I'm trying to help you.
Well, that's not
It's
it. I
sexy,
don't
gets it,
think the
but-
lamp is.
Well, it's not about
Okay.
the lamp's personality. Be nice to him. He's had a hard life.
So whenever you think about music, like,
It's a color.
it's a color.
Yes. Or
Wow.
like a song is a color, or like sometimes the letters of the alphabet are a color, and the days of the week are a color, and people's names are colors usually.
What color's my name?
Yeah, what color is
Green.
That's my favorite color.
Most of them are green.
Oh,
And
no.
most of them are green. They are, and then like my
Is it because
mom's
we're all
name-
jealous of you?
Tell me. I want to know.
It's green and
Oh,
like
it's
a
green
little
too?
yellow.
Me?
Yeah.
Green and yellow?
Little yellow.
Oh, I hate those
Yes.
two colors, so.
Earrings are yellow.
Hey!
This is the best conversation.
That's
I
so cool.
am really amazed right now. That's intense.
That's really cool.
Well, I don't think anybody's gonna top that.
No,
Carrie?
Carrie,
Can we
what's
all
your?
I don't have anything. I'm
Yes, you
nice.
do. Carrie.
I'm nice.
That's it.
Nobody else in the world
what
is
she
nice.
says.
All right, she's nice.
Are you
All right.
singing, Grant?
Oh,
That
okay.
doesn't count. It's got to be
Cassie.
unique.
Dude, stop.
Just add
You're gonna do
nicer
it.
than green.
I don't have anything.
Yes, you
What'd
do.
you say?
Nicer than Grant.
Nicer than Grant.
No, Grant's really nice to people though. He's
Yes,
also
you do.
mean sometimes. He's mean to
I don't
me.
have
but-
anything.
Spit
Yeah,
it
you
out.
do. I don't.
Spit it out.
I don't
You're
have-
already thinking something.
No, I'm really not.
Yes, you are.
I'm thinking, please stop talking to me or not go to another
All right,
person.
you're next. Jonathan's the only one left, so you're next.
I'm like, this
Go ahead,
is
Jonathan.
like,
Right, hi.
We're even friends.
What is unique
You can
about you?
take 30 minutes on this. It's
We're
fine.
better friends.
So you
No,
don't-
I'm trying not
You
to.
see how I'm like never mean
I've
to
never
ever.
felt myself as
Because
a
I don't like her
unique
that much.
person. I mean, I felt as a unique
Just kidding.
person, but like I've never felt like I have something unique about
Special.
me. Yeah, but I mean, jeez, give me a second. There's gotta be something.
Well, God put it in you, so it's definitely there.
Sure,
Right.
there's lots of things.
Okay, so let me back
There's
up.
unique experiences.
Let me help you guys. You two specifically. Your strength will manifest as a weakness in your life. So, like for instance, me, I'm really good at connecting with people. And when I was younger, I made some really unhealthy connections with a lot of people I shouldn't have been connecting with. But it was really, really easy and really natural for me. Like specifically, dating. I was really easy. It was really easy for me to connect with people, and so like intimacy was like a really hard thing to navigate for me. So that's a weakness potentially with me. With you being chill and calm, and that persona about you, it probably could come off as lazy, or like that you don't want to get involved in things,
That's how I take
or
it,
apathy even, right? As a weakness, and for you, I don't think nice is the answer that you should have given, but
What?
for Grant, likable, but you get along with everyone, but
It's hard for me.
in the other side of that, in weakness, that could be that you don't get close to anyone, and that you know and like everyone, and everyone knows and likes you, but no one really gets to know the real you, right? So, you too.
You skipped over Emma.
Well, Emma's is not a thing that I can tangibly navigate. That's like
Yeah,
really
but
abstract.
she can tangibly navigate what you just said out loud.
That's true.
You can see colors, but you don't really grasp
Hers
the
is
meaning of
cooler
the
than
words.
Hoover's.
That's true. That's true. But that's something God put inside of her. So what did God put in you?
I don't know. I never thought I'd get this far. No,
Okay.
like I never thought like we'd go around this way. I don't know.
Do you think we started at
Wait,
your
can I
end?
start over? I never forget anything.
Great memory.
Thank you.
And I don't think I need to explain how that could be a bad thing.
And I don't think I need to explain that that could be
You
a
would
bad
have hit your head and forgotten everything.
Oh, that's terrible.
Okay,
All right,
why
Jonathan.
did you
Okay,
do that? That was mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, mean.
You're really good at suspenseful pauses.
Yeah. Well, I had it.
Oh my goodness.
I was like maybe, but then I was like, ugh.
Maybe it's better than nothing. Say.
Well, I mean,
For this purpose, it doesn't have to be precise. It's just something unique about you.
I guess it doesn't have to be precise. I enjoy storytelling,
Yeah. That's great.
and that can be.
I was agreeing with you too.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
telling
I
stories.
agree.
I'm like,
You're-
guess what happened this day and
Oh,
this day.
yeah. But you guys tell stories very differently.
Well, I know.
But both of you are good
But they're
storytellers.
both very eccentric.
Yeah, it's good. So Cassie.
I don't have a story to tell.
I don't have anything.
Yes, you do.
It's crazy.
All right, guys.
What is something you enjoy?
What is something unique about Cassie?
Oh my goodness,
I don't
you're
know.
like the nicest person I've ever met. You're so.
Except to Jonathan.
That's what's
But
funny.
he
is-
deserves it.
You're very thoughtful of other people. Like when I was like, "Do you want my sticker?" and you're like, "But what if?" I'm like, "No, I want you to have it," and you're being very thoughtful for me. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You have,
Anybody else
this,
have anything they want to point out about Cassie?
you have this sort of innocence about you. Not that you're innocent,
Yeah,
But-
almost like it's a border, like not naive, but like just this softness of personality. Like you
Yeah.
don't really, yeah.
I don't find that with most people. And when I do, I say, "Oh, honey."
All right, so the reason I brought this
That,
up
like,
is because of
I'm a
Paul.
vomit.
not like.
What Paul do? Paul. So
That
Paul. Can you guys guess, or just you could probably jump to a conclusion what Paul's strength was?
It's like
He
when
was
somebody says, "Bless your socks." or-
determined,
He was tenacious. He was
tenacious. Is
like-
a good word.
yeah. Where did I write it down? He was passionate. He was very passionate about everything he was doing. He had the zeal,
Mhm.
the fire. In God, that created something amazing. But whenever he was doing it in his flesh, he was murdering the Christians. like
He was killing people.
so.
I think that's
Like just like everyone, we have these strengths, we have these weaknesses. So, what I want to focus on
Cassie.
is Paul in this. I was reading Acts today, Acts 18. Oh man, I just broke my eye. So in his ministry, in Paul's ministry, he started. Well, he at the point I was reading, he was in Rome, and he was preaching to the Jews, which he was a Jew. He was essentially preaching to his people, his culture that he grew up in, and he was saying, "This is Jesus. You guys need to, get on the train. Like it's real. Like he's the Messiah." And everyone's like, "Nah, you don't know what you're talking about. You're whatever." And like these people, his people, were like, "No, we don't want any part of that." And like he was constantly going to the synagogue every Sunday and like, "Hey guys, come on!" And they're like, "No, get out of here." And so, what's cool is that Paul, he said, "Okay, well, who's next door?" He goes to the next door neighbors, and they're just Gentiles, and it's so cool.
I was
Like,
gonna be like, and they're the Satanists. So he went to the next door.
yeah. So he went to the Gentiles and started preaching to them, and like it was the good soil. This was the purpose of his ministry, was to preach to people who would hear. And I think that's kind of for all of us. Like we need to be working in the good soil. If what you're doing for God is not working, then you might be doing it the wrong way, or in the wrong place, or at the wrong time. And that's kind of, so I'm going to read in Acts 18, 9, and 10. And this is what God said, like directly after he started teaching the Gentiles instead. 18:9, Acts 18:9. One night the Lord spoke to Paul in a vision and told him, "Do not be afraid. Speak out. Don't be silent, for I am with you. No one will attack you or harm you, for many people in the city belong to me." And then verse 11, actually that was 9, 10, and this is 11. So Paul stayed there for the next year and a half, teaching the word of God. This kind of blew my mind, because he was operating in the strength that God gave him, and he was like pounding doors and like, "Hey, this is what God did. This is the story of Jesus, and it's an amazing story," but no one was having it. And so then he's like, "Okay, well, if they're not doing it," so he starts like moving over here, and God's like, "This is where I want you." He immediately anoints that and says, "Yes, do this. You won't be touched. You won't be harmed. You're in my will. Function here. Do this here." And he stayed there a year and a half, and like really built something. So
Nowadays we call them churches.
what's that?
He said he really built something, and I said nowadays we call them churches.
Exactly. Yes. So that's the theme of what's going on. What I wanted to share with you guys is you all have our strength. You all have our strength. And whenever we give our strength to God and let him use these things and put them to work for his purpose, make sure that we're working with him and not like to serve our own purpose over here. Like with the Jews. We don't need to work with the Jews. Find the Gentiles. Find your good soil. Find the place where God has called us. And each of us have a place. Like I was working 10 years in this awesome job that honestly super amazing. I loved it. I got laid off like a year and like 14 months ago. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm praying about it, whatever. And then God started to change things. And I started working with the college group, and really the only ones, you two, that were the only ones there whenever I started. Which is crazy to me. That's so cool.
Well, yeah. Sorry, I was gonna.
Actually, no, you didn't.
It was okay. The very first night was us and Lindsay and Steven.
At my house.
No,
at
Oh, wait.
OJ's house.
What are you talking about?
Are you talking about OJ's or here?
I'm talking about here.
This group.
Yes,
Like,
it was
two
us.
Wednesday nights.
No, it was it was us.
I was
and
there
Lucy.
too, though, wasn't I?
No,
Wednesday night?
you weren't there. the
Not
first time.
not to begin with.
Oh,
Very
okay.
soon after. But I meant like whenever you guys were at OJ's.
Okay, well then I don't know.
Yeah, just you two then. Anyway, the whole point is that like as soon as I got plugged into my good soil, like where I was supposed to be, where God designed me to be, things started changing and shifting, and it got more and more good. You know, like I wasn't toiling stressfully to do a job that was fun but not fulfilling. Like the door opened and it was just amazing, and I absolutely love my job. I've been doing it for a little over a year now, but part-time for the first 4 months. Anyway, it's been amazing, and that's my prayer for you guys, and that's what I urge you guys to do is find your purpose and then find the soil that you're supposed to be working in. And this group, that we have, like this college group, this young adult group, like this is a great place to start. You guys each have your gifts and talents, and bring it to the group. Let the group know and use it and work together. And that's like, I don't know, like you bring a calming presence, absolutely. Carrie, just entertainment, as with Jonathan, always.
Just
And like,
Just.
well, I mean,
That's it.
That's all
Nothing
I am
else
to you
after
guys.
that.
Entertainment. I'm done.
This is the only
Find
reason
good
we can
places
keep
to
you
eat.
around.
yeah.
Find good places to eat. We don't eat unless Carrie
Because what are we
decides where we
entertaining?
eat.
People like entertainment.
I'll just hear it.
That's true.
That's
It's,
annoying though.
like, okay, so in terms of value, and like, who the biggest money makers in the world, entertainers are like among the highest paid.
That's fair.
So, I don't think.
Carrie, you're rich.
What?
Jam Jews.
Yeah. So,
And
my,
It's a high-paying career field, just being a Jew.
being Jewish.
Oh, dang.
That's terrible. I'm recording this.
Make sure you post it on the
Just
internet.
ignore that. Don't.
It's not
call
an
us-
offensive thing to say.
No, it's not. They are super rich. As a rule, there's a lot of stereotypes about how they, I don't know, or bad jokes about how you can't get a penny out of their hand or something. I don't know, whatever. Or
I
a
didn't
dime. It's a
say
dime.
it, you did.
Huh?
I didn't say it, you did.
No, my brother is
Wow,
half
Derek.
Jewish, so it's
Wait, your brother is half Jewish?
yeah, Levi, not Sean. Anyway, so my final point I want to leave you guys with is don't struggle to make something work when God is calling you to do something else or to be somewhere else. Like, understand, just like Paul did, this is not working. This is not where I'm supposed to be. Find the place where you're supposed to be. And that might not be like tomorrow, but like make sure that when you're working to do God's plan, His will for your life, you're not spending all your energy trying to make it work and build something whenever God has a place for you to already start. He's already started. He's already ready for you. Build where He put you. So that is it.
Follow the guy who beat the game and knows where you're going to fit in best.
Yeah. Back to that analogy. It's
The
a really
class.
good analogy.
The class that's perfect for you.
Any you guys want to share anything or talk about anything else? 'Cause I'm about to shut it. Okay, I'll just shut it down.